Hello, how are you? Good to connect with you here. I'm so excited today. We finally got the votes for the challenge and we have a winner, a clear winner, and that is to how to use your intuition for self-love. So that is what we're going to embark on for 5 days starting on Monday, and I'm really excited. Now, I just wanted to say, out of all of the topics that I listed, that was the one that really surprised me that people most wanted to hear. It was a lovely surprise, but the honest thing is, if I'm going to be transparent, it's the hardest challenge for me too. So thanks. In a way, thank you so much, because it's going to be a challenge for me too. So I'm going to be going through this challenge with you. And yeah, self-love is one of the things that I kind of put in the back burner myself. And if just like you, a very giving and loving person, but it's easier to give love to others rather than yourself. So when I saw that as the challenge, I thought, oh, out of all the challenges, but that's good. No, I'm not complaining. It's really good. So you're going to see me going through some stuff as well. So I've just got some notes here. I'm looking down because I've written some things that are really important for us to remember before we start a challenge like this. And the first thing is to set an intention. So before we begin on Monday, I want you to take the time to think about what you want to achieve with this challenge. What is the intention of the challenge that is most challenging for you? What do you want to bring to the surface? What are the things that are going to be helpful for you to overcome in this challenge? And for me, my intention really is going to be about giving and not feeling scared to be vulnerable. Yeah. For self-love. I put so much emphasis on giving to others that when it comes to giving myself, I kind of go blank. I go like, what do I do? So it's kind of be like, so I'm going to set the intention to proactively give myself every day in this challenge self-love, some action of self-love. So that's my intention for the challenge. Number 2 here is to make a commitment to ourselves for the next 5 days, to give ourselves time to carve out some time to actually give yourself self-love. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to give myself self-love. And the best kind of way to introduce that as a time for us is to grab a journal. So if you have a small little book or a journal that you haven't started using this yet, it can even be a journal from the $2 shop or anything, just a small book that you're going to dedicate for writing and putting in things for self-love. And the things that you can put in there, it could be mainly, writing, journaling, whatever is coming out. You could even be channeling some. It's my dog in the bushes. The other thing that could go in your journal is art. You could be doing some drawings or ideas and pictures coming out. So those are the sorts of things you can put on in your journal daily. And the other thing could be quotes or inspirations, things that inspire you to give yourself that self-love and to bring out the act of that inspiration, so that we're intentionally and consciously giving ourselves self-love in that journal. The other thing I wanted to say was that I'll be posting videos live during these next 5 days, starting on Monday. Those of you who are out of Australia, we'll be starting at 11 a.m. live every day, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So just want to check that time conversion. If you have questions that come up and you can't make it live, just make sure that you post in the comments underneath the video, because then I'll be able to see that and I'll answer them personally one by one, because I'm really interested in being in this challenge with you and answering your questions as they come up. And let's see, the other thing that I wanted to just share was perception of self-love, because I was thinking about what is self-love, and it doesn't feel to me like it's a goal, like it's a place or a paradise. I'm in self-love now. It's not like, it doesn't feel like that to me. Self-love is more like carving out that time on a day-to-day basis, creating that time, creating that space, creating that intention. So it's a daily practice, and I have sort of been starting on the journey of self-love, but it's not something that I've practiced every day. So we can start to look at self-love as something that we together can carve out every day, with a 5-day challenge as the intention. But then, you know, every day after that as well would be great. So the other thing is, I want to give you the best opportunity with the tips and things that I'll be sharing on a daily basis about self-love. But I also would love for you to comment about how you're going, you know, on the bottom of the videos, and really treat this space as a place where you can be honest. It's a small group, it's an intimate group, so we're lucky, and we can just really share openly, because I think what happens when we share openly and honestly, it creates a different vibration for us, and it creates a shift and an opportunity for us to move and to get closer and to get more intimate with the experience of self-love. So it's not really to share with us, but for you to open up and share what you're feeling, what is coming out, what's going deeper in your experience during this journey. So think of this self-love as your friend. So just saying that with self-love, making that commitment to yourself to be present and to carve out that time so that you can give yourself some self-love. And I'm going to give you some activities during the day to inspire the action of self-love. But what you're actually going to do is going to be coming from your intuition. You're going to know what parts of it to take and what not, and what to experience with that. But if we're sharing openly in the comments, it really allows us to shift and to make that commitment to ourselves. So please share in the comments on a daily basis. I'll leave the thread open on the videos so we can all come in and do that. And the other thing is, I'm going to add a link to the hub, if you like, of where all the videos will be and all of the PDFs, because I'm creating something that you can absorb in your own way. So some of us learn through video and hearing, some of us learn by, you know, reading and looking. So I've got some PDFs of the challenge every day on the challenge, and there'll be some extra things in there, some little bonuses of things that I have created in my own journey of self-love that I will add to that. So you will need to log in, and it's completely free. It's just a hub, a place where I can put everything together for our challenge. So I hope that you enjoy the challenge. So the first step before we start on Monday would be to get yourself a lovely pen, carve out some time. It could be just 10 minutes a day, it could be longer, to give yourself self-love. And the third thing is to create, to grab a journal, get a journal ready for Monday so that we can get started. And those of you who want to join me live, I'll be live at 11 o'clock starting on Monday for our fantastic challenge on how to use our intuition to nurture our self-love.